Right, that's not sorry. Right, this is a song, this does require just a smidgen of introduction, because if it wasn't for this particular tragedy, I would not be sitting here tonight singing to you. I know we're all here through sets of circumstances totally, utterly beyond our control, but when you find out something quite significant happened to create that situation where you find yourself in your current place, it was quite interesting. And this was the sinking of the Lusitania in the First World War. And I think that if the captain of that U-20 hadn't pressed that button that morning and released that torpedo, I wouldn't be here. I can't possibly explain the convolutions of that now, but certainly there were relatives of mine who became relatives of mine on that ship. It's how my grandparents met, through that awful sinking. And this is a song I've written about that. There's no comment, it's just a story of a terrible, terrible tragedy. And the two little boys in this story who were lost, I suppose they're the heroes of this situation. But anyway, it's a sad song, and I do quite a lot of sad songs, but it's a very personal song, so I hope it goes okay, and I do the justice. Catherine plays some lovely violin on this too, so it's just unusual for me, this sort of song, but I'll just get on with it. Come on, Mark, get up. Right. Get a bit. Smoke trails drift in the New York sky, giant funnels towering high, over crowds who watched the ship pull clear. Her sirens drowned shouts and cheers. Liberty, she watched them go. Those aboard were not to know. Those heartfelt waves and fond farewells would see them sail to a watery hell. Ossie Ambrose light, safe and sound, steamed Lusitania, Liverpool bound. But with threats of war and warnings clear to the jaws of death, she soon would steer. The bows gently rose and fell as she met the Atlantic swell. There were happy sounds where children played, but far to the east the price would be paid. Where hearts were broken and young lives lost, where we mourn today and count the cost of 1,004 who lost their lives. They were brothers, cousins, husbands and wives. Stripped to the waist, the stokers toiled, their bodies shone in the steam and oil. The bulkheads sweat in the dappled light as a ship thrust into the darkening night.
a destiny born. The stage was set and lives turned around. The cards were cut, who should swim or drown. Our hearts were broken and young lives lost, where we mourn today and count the cost of the 1,000 and more who lost their lives. They were brothers, cousins, husbands and wives. 2 young brothers, they were drowned in the sea, and wreckage never found. No grave could be dug where they could lie, where the parents could grieve and question why. The U-boat slipped away, lived to fight for another day. But those young brothers, they died then. Their story leaves me singing here. Their hearts were broken and young lives lost, when we mourn today and count the cost of the 1,000 and more who lost their lives. They were brothers, cousins, husbands and wives. Brothers, cousins, husbands and wives. Brothers, cousins,